Hey guys, welcome back to ESL for the Vainglory Cup Series, Cup number 7. No, don't worry, we did not fall asleep on you guys. Fortunately, teams just don't like to show up on time and to get ready on time. So, fortunately, that's kind of out of our hands. But we will finally be getting into our semifinal. It's going to be House of Batiatus up against Unknown.
Yeah.
The bans are Fortress from both teams. And I think we should just probably get them to start the game right off the bat. We should just get straight into this as soon as possible because you've already been waiting a long time. Again, apologize. Unfortunately, that's nothing I can actually physically do to change how that works.
I mean, we tried to get a hold of them, and that's all we can do.
It took teams a long time to get into the lobby and a long time to finish up their games. But here we go, into the picks. We can see, looks like maybe a Adagio, really? Okay, so we haven't seen Adagio so far today, but we saw him actually quite heavily.
Looks like a double Adagio, actually.
Yeah? Wow, so we saw him very heavily in the Cup on Sunday when you and I were casting together.
Yeah.
And we're seeing him again quite heavily here.
Yep.
Well, at least in this game.
Catherine, the third time.
With two of them.
The third time Catherine as well. It's the first time for Cruel today. We have actually double Dark Parade Adagio. Both Candy Twill, Koshka, and...
Why are you so quiet for me?
Oh,
there we go.
It's better?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Sorry, what? Yeah. We're good. All right, so Unknown on the blue side, House of Batiatus over on the orange side. One of the two American teams actually left in the Cup today, and also one of the few American teams that's qualified now for the finals. All 8 teams are, as far as I can tell, and because I haven't been told differently, are all now confirmed.
Yep.
We have Red Team 1, Collab, Team HC, Unknown, Feetspell, and Red Team 2, Wild Panthers, and House of Batiatus. Not sure how the order is going to break down. Depends on seeding. Depends on points, where points still can change in the last Cup, but the top 8 teams cannot. And it looks like Unknown going to be really aggressive here, going to catch out the last minion. And with Redemption here to help out. I actually haven't seen him in the last couple of weeks, I think. Actually hasn't been playing the last couple of Cups, funny enough.
So the only thing which is actually going to change, as you mentioned, is seeds. So we could maybe just like talk about that a second, since here's not much going on. Anyways, like how is that going to work in the finals? Who's getting basically playing against whom in terms of place 8 with team 1, place 1? Is that how it works?
Oh, you're asking me how it works. I thought you were going to explain it.
Oh, I thought, you know,
well, I'm not sure exactly how we're using it for this, but generally the higher seed plays a lower seed.
Yeah.
So if you're like seed 1, generally you'll play against a seed or a team that's seeded like 5th through 8th. I'm not sure exactly how the admins are going to sort that one out. So basically, the better you finish off, the worst team you'll play, or the worst team you'll play technically in terms of seeding. So you definitely want to get a higher seed if possible. Have an easier route into the semis or however they want to do this. I don't even know if it's groups. I don't know if it's just a double elimination. I haven't been told any of that stuff just yet, since it's still a little bit away on the 14th of June.
Yeah, true. So
why is auto attacks coming from like
whose?
Adagio's is like coming from like nowhere near him.
Oh, because he's canceling the animation. Normally he's throwing them out of his hand.
All right, so Redemption showing mastery of Adagio.
Maybe we can catch Fleshy doing it without canceling.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's throwing those. Already, Gibbs and Fleshy both don't feel comfortable even stepping out of their own Tribush.
Actually, I saw Gibbs streaming like a week ago-ish. Maybe it was like Saturday.
Oh, you went quite like late night because he's streaming for us and the GMT
for
plus
us?
2.
He's streaming for us?
Streaming for us in GMT plus 2. Let me finish my sentence.
You mean us or US?
Us.
Europeans?
Yeah.
Okay. Because he's a US player, that's why I was confused.
I know, I just meant that he's playing for us pretty late, like actually early morning stages.
Okay. Oh yeah. It was late. It was pretty late. It was like 5 or 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
Don't ask why I was up that late. But he was playing Cruel, and wow, he's attacking ridiculously quick. Redemption, holy crap! He's got 3 of the shooters on his side, so a lot of attack speed. But yeah, he was streaming, he was playing Cruel, and he was trying to give some commentary of what was going down. I think he ended up losing that game, if I'm not mistaken. But definitely a strong Cruel player. We'll see how it's going to work out this comp, though.
Yep. We'll see what he's actually building, since they have Adagio. I don't know that don't think that he's going for. And Shiver Steel is getting stunned there by NK and Cream. Medic baiting Gibbs onto the Scout Trap. Some Spectral Smite damage on him as well. NKN, Medic should fall as first blood for Team House of Batiatus. Micro EU, Gibbs EU, both low. Gibbs using his Deathman's Rush to survive that fight and actually not killing Redemption. Redemption is going down to the Gift of Fire of Fleshy, and it's a 2-for-1 trade for House of Bityados.
Okay, so Gibbs the only man to die on House side, and we saw Redemption and Medic being the two on the side of Unknown. So a good start for House of Bityados. Again, they're playing from the US. They're playing with a little bit higher ping. Unknown, you know, a team who really surprised us. I think they won Cup #1. Yes, they did, beating out on Red Team 2. But have been relatively quiet since then. They got 4th place in Cup #2. They haven't placed top 4 in 3, 4, or 5, or 6. So they've been having a little bit of a rough ordeal. Maybe it's because Redemption hasn't been able to play. Makes they've been using a little bit of a different roster, but they're trying to make their stand here in the semifinals, trying to get to the finals yet again. And in terms of comps, like, what is a lane Adagio going to do that a support Adagio won't do?
Damage. No, I'm sorry.
I mean, that's technically true. But what's the point of putting? Why do they think they have Adagio in lane
instead of having Medic, for example, in lane?
Sure.
To be honest, I don't really know, but somehow it's working out for them because they're getting another kill. Redemption is going down as well. Flashy should fall here to Medic's next. Pouncy Funny getting actually slowed by a wonderful self-cast from Flashy. NKM Cream still alive. I think Gibbs looks for a Deadman's Rush here. He is still cooldown of 5 seconds. So yeah. Yeah, back to that. It depends. It looks like he's going for weapon. Adagio, Redemption, and actually for a lot of attack speed he is already, that's a heck lot of attack speed. That's 35, twice 35% of attack speed with that twirl salvo. No, what is it? It's not.
Blazing salvo.
Blazing salvo, not twirling salvo.
It's a twirling death,
but
right?
But still, I wouldn't, like, if you see that Koshka's laning, them. The thing is, I didn't capture that in the really early game when they first started. So they might planned on going for jungle Catherine and Adagio, but then they saw that Miku bought a book, and then they made. That's just like me guessing. And then they thought, okay, we are picking Redemption now for lane because he has the range, and with a lot of attack speed, he actually can dominate the lane against Miku. But I mean, Miku has 40 last hits and Redemption only 25, so might not worked out if that is the call they did.
Okay, well, we do have Redemption level 6, so he does have that potential AoE stun if we get into these fights. Miko and Gibbs both level 6 as well, and...
Well, what I hear of people playing weapon plate Adagio, they mostly say don't use your ultimate because it's basically slowing down your damage per second, since with that much attack speed you're just dealing more if you just keep on kiting and pull those auto attacks out. And actually use your Gift of Fire, and that should be totally fine.
Okay, well... Looks like they're trying to get a little bit more aggressive. They are down in kills, are down in quite a bit in gold. I would imagine if they lose this next fight, House of Bityados just win it, and then they set up for the gold mine, that's actually going to be a big deficit for them, and might be enough to snowball for House of Bityados to get themselves to the finals for the first time. It's actually going to be their first, not their first, their second top 4 finish, where they first placed 3rd place in Cup 5.
Yeah. They are probably, besides Colab, the only US boys playing in this ESL best of 8 on the 14th, if I'm not mistaken.
14th of June.
14th of June, yeah. Okay. Oh, did NK and Medic just pop? Yeah, they actually Medic and Redemption both on a weapon infusion, and they're actually picking up that gold miner pretty easily because they probably saw. I mean, there's no scout trap, but they guessed that Gibbs and Flashy are already on their jungle route and trying to get their farm actually. Nice flare gun there, but they probably guess now that someone is in that tri-bush. If you see that flare gun popping over your head there, they know, okay, someone is either in the tri-bush or... no.
Oh, they're going for Medic. They're looking for the catch, and I think he's going to fall from this one. Ultimate coming Redemption just to stun them to allow Medic potentially to escape. And as you see there, he's not going to be able to. Redemption popping his boots just to run away. Miko, Gibbs, not on that much HP. And Redemption, he's fancy his chances to maybe go in, but he's got to be careful. Gibbs can heal up with that smite. Not going to be using it for that. Looking for flashies. They do get the stun.
I mean, Redemption is not doing any damage so far because he has just basic damage and his attack speed. So he's not really able to fight at the moment because he's just not doing enough damage. This will change so dramatically as soon as he's pre-charging whatever he's going for, because I'm not quite sure what he's going to do out of.
Just seeing him attack move there was pretty funny.
So, yeah, we'll see. Man, so many.
I'm just enjoying just watching this.
Yeah, if he
very
lines,
satisfying.
If he lines those up versus like Koshka just standing there and like that would just
a trail. Just machine gun them out. Let's see, what is he gonna buy up now? Oh, heavy steel.
There we
go. Getting some damage finally.
Let's see how that team fight, or if there's going to be a pickup actually on lane, since it looks like that NKM Cream. I keep on saying
NK unknown. That's unknown, isn't it?
I know.
Okay.
I know.
I was thinking that was saying it for a second.
Yeah, it's NVK and NKN and Redemption. So, but Redemption, Medic, and
maybe they
Cream.
messed up their tag when they were like making the team.
Oh, it's not with a W. It's with an N in the middle.
Oh, look at that. That turret just falling so quickly. Redemption still stepping so well, and that will fall.
Yeah, that's just due to Miko porting back. And that's why they were actually able to pick up that turret. Oh, goodness, keep doing it wrong. Hull turret connecting there to Redemption, slowing his enemy down. Now you can see that damage. Drilling Silver coming in. There is an ultimate coming down from Flashy, locking down actually one kill for Team House of Betiados. But Medic is going ham, is trying to get the kill onto Miko. Miko is so low! It's one auto attack. Turret is not reacting. So in the end, it's a 2-for-2 trade. Good stuff. That was without vision. I got told I should keep on saying vision because you should stop nagging me on that.
I'm not nagging you. I'm just.
No, I'm kidding. I appreciate that, to be honest.
So. Okay, so 5-6, 10 minutes 30 seconds in. House Betiados, they're actually down 1,000 gold. Gold mine definitely gonna be netting unknown quite a bit, and it's actually getting close to paying out again. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a big fight breaking out around the gold mine very soon. And we can see a lot of major items being completed. Like you just pointed out, the Shiver Steel for Gibbs already done. That's going to provide him a lot in this next team fight. Redemption's got some crit now finally added to his kit.
Yeah.
Got the Reflex block as well, and Medic Aftershock now done. The Fountain done for Cream. This is going to be... I think this is going to pretty much determine how this game's going to go, whoever wins this fight.
I'm not quite sure why he went for the Shiver Steel, though, because he has actually a Flashy for the slow. I mean, it's extra good, but he could have went... Well, his breaking point is finished as well, so... That's fine now, but I thought he might focus something else before finishing the Shiver Steel. But that's probably just my opinion, since he's going for it. And I mean, they are not really far ahead, but not really far behind, so it's quite equal. Just one turret down, but they need to force that gold miner because
I think they're letting it go.
It is just it's still
just
full.
About to pay out.
Yeah,
and. I'm actually curious what your thoughts on that are, because we don't really talk too much about this. Do you think it's worth fighting for the gold mine to try to take it?
Depends on how much you're throwing at it, like how many of your teammates are dying out of it. But I mean, it's not, if it is full, it's 900 gold, and yeah, for sure, like even an ace would be worth it. But if you're losing two turrets out of it afterwards,
look where Gibbs is though. Oh, sorry, he actually just back to base. Never mind. He was behind them, potentially about to go in. Yeah, it's a very tricky thing, right? You could go for it, and if you win the fight and take the gold mine, that's a lot. That's a big swing.
Yeah.
A lot of money in your pockets. But if you go for it, lose the fight, and lose the gold mine, you're going to lose quite a bit of turrets behind that. And that's a lot of extra money that, will set you far behind. I think they play it safe. It's what, 300 per person? That's 1,200 total for the team. Getting aced, losing a turret or two will cost you way more in the long run. Especially get a lot of momentum to the other side. So I think that's actually smart out of house. Just not contest it unless you feel like you have a fight that you can win at the moment that's not near it, and then transition in if you can catch someone off guard. But either way,
especially if you don't have any vision around the gold miner, because that's just all in the hands of unknown at the moment, and they really can't step into that Kraken pit without getting spotted at the moment. So yeah, I agree.
I feel like there is such a thing as too much attack speed sometimes. Gibbs getting locked down, and he should fall from this one. Redemption off to the side and ready to help out. And now Miko going in, but he might fall from this one. The attacks coming in from Redemption, actually switching over to Flashy Miko. Pop the Yummy Captive Frenzy under turret Medic. He might fall. One more hit will be enough. And he's just barely escaping with the potion coming in. Flashy will back away and survive. And that turret will take a little bit of damage. Cream going to be tanking the one up for his team.
So I think something you can see right here. Redemption is actually still stutter stepping.
Yeah, I was trying to say, so there's a point where you have too much attack speed that you don't actually, do you actually not gain enough distance when you attack then? Attack move. I wonder what that point is. Because like we see Ringos do it, and you could do it really well. But isn't there a point where you're having you're missing attacks because you have too much attacks because you can't stop to attack and move? I don't know. I find it interesting.
I think like it's not worth it if you're on so much attack speed. At least it looks like it. It's not worth it to actually still stutter step. He could just stand still and attack.
Yeah.
And kite a bit. I mean, because he's always just like tapping.
And he's missing auto attacks. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like I think you have to gauge like how safe do you feel to sit there and auto attack versus how safe do you feel to, or how much do you need to actually move? I don't know. Let's probably ask one of the top players. Who was the top Ringo player you were thinking of from? Was it Iraqi Zoro?
Red Wolf.
Okay.
Iraqi Zoro would be best Vox player world.
Okay, so Red Wolf. I'd be curious to ask him actually his thoughts on that. Like how much attack speed is too much to bother stutter stepping with, or if that's even an amount.
With Ringo.
With any character that is ranged.
I think like Ringo is one of the besides Saw one of the easiest characters to step on. You don't need to buy a lot of attack speed.
Yeah, the attack speed steroid out of your B.
Yeah. True. So if you stutter stepping in terms of like I'm not quite sure when they fixed it, but I think around 1.2, 1.3, it was actually you could do more auto attacks by using like stutter stepping and canceling your animations, but they actually like fixed it and you barely don't gain any more DPS out of it. Barely. It's tiny, but really not worth talking about, because someone actually line messaged me after I mentioned on stream that stutter stepping is not working anymore, and he said he did the math and he tried it a couple of times. It's actually like every 10 seconds one auto attack more or something like that.
And fights don't really last 10 seconds
depending on the on the character for sure, but still, yeah, agreed. Better use the time on better placement, like where are you standing right now, who are you healing, and besides like I need to get more auto attacks down.
Well, the Kraken was taken. House Bad Chat is not trying to contest at all. They're sitting back. They're trying to defend.
That's your style, right?
I mean, it's I don't know. It's tough. It's risky. They do have a mini-mine taken, so it's like kind of helps that the waves are shoving against them, so they get some free farm. But it's determined by how well they can defend against this Kraken, and with them not really being there, with not having much range, like they don't have any range damage. That's the downside to them trying to defend. How are you going to put out any damage unless they engage you? As long as they sit the Kraken or have the Kraken attacking turrets and the Redemption just sitting back, like there's nothing they can do to stop this. They're going to try to burst it down now, but you can see this turret fall. Medic getting caught up with the ultimate out of Gibbs, but Redemption getting locked down. He's still alive, though, taking not that much damage. Flashy ultimate not really connected. I don't think he's done anything with that one.
Yeah, his breaking point is stacking. How long, like if you're playing a long team fight versus someone on a breaking point, you just should focus him, because, I mean,
I think this might be it. Redemption, if he can stay alive, Miko will pick up the kill. Cream trying to help out, and Miko will finally pick up the kills and the ace.
Yeah, but the turret will fall.
It's going to fall. Yep, that is going to be another one. And the Crystal left all by itself. The Kraken won't be able to finish it off, even get a single hit onto it. But that was a lot of money. That was 3 turrets picked up. And only losing out on the Kraken. And not to mention, they have a lot of extra items to spend, or to buy with all this gold.
So, double Fortress ban. That's what we saw in this match. If someone might just catch in and wondering, why are they not playing the new hero? Well, that's just because both teams banned him. And why? Like, is it because we saw Team Red doing a decent good job with it, and afterwards in the next matchup actually we saw him losing against a Glaive and a Catherine and a Koshka. Koshka, I think third was Koshka, and it's quite still. I mean, we talked a lot about it. It's quite still unclear why people keep banning him.
I still want to say it's because it's like a new hero and people aren't.
But it's a week already, and normally that should be like. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, but not everyone's had the chance to play him. Like people who didn't spend ice haven't been able to play him.
That's true.
I know it's actually a big talking point when we did the cup on Sunday. So maybe they haven't had a chance to play him to see how he works necessarily. But there's also not really a powerful range support like we've seen Scarf be before he got hit by the 1.5 patch. We haven't seen many Ardens, funny enough.
Yeah, that's sad, man. This new skin looking quite good, and he's actually.
I haven't seen it actually.
Oh, but still, like. I don't agree with... Well, they probably know why they're not picking it, but I could see him working quite good besides Fortress with Koshka and Taka together. Because, like, what is the use of Fortress in the double assassin comp?
Oh, Flashy, he's getting a really bad spot. Crucible actually blocking the stuns, and looks like we might see the first casualty redemption. Very low on HP. The Fountain's keeping him alive for a good amount of time, but there they go. Finally picking up the first kill they needed. They're going to pick up a second. Now Kreen, the last man alive, trying to run away, popping everything he possibly can with his A. Doesn't have boots up or anything like that to even escape this one. And that will be an ace coming in. No Kraken to actually take. Someone's going to get the kill eventually.
So the thing is, we saw during that team fight the perfect focus on Redemption, because he has that movement, that attack speed. He has the breaking point. He needs to fall first, because if you like keep him alive after you kill the first member, which is difficult enough at the moment for Team House of Batieros, they need to kill Redemption first, because he will stack his breaking point meanwhile. And
they need to be really careful, because there's too many mines taken, and the minions are pushing, and the crystal's by itself. They have to be very careful. I think they go back to base relatively soon. Don't tell me they're going for Kraken. This could cost them the game.
Yeah, it could, yeah. Oh,
okay, they will have someone come back. All right.
Okay.
So they will come back and defend, but that could, like, look how fast it's falling. Like, that could have cost them the game if they didn't pay attention to that. And that just shows the power of the mini mines now and how they were changed in 1.5. And that could allow an easy Kraken for Unknown, actually. This should allow an easy Kraken. They have the minions to spot him out as long as they can kill it quick enough, which Redemption, with the attack speed and the items he has, it very well should fall.
So
and this is going to be a final push, I think.
Yeah, they should have maybe just bring Koshka back and stay around at least to try to get the steal out of it. I mean, they have Catherine with the stun, but this is just a Kraken. They can't do anything about it.
All right, so now the Kraken, the final push. I feel like they can just nuke it down. They can't afford to get caught out of their base, and Gibson's going to get locked down. Flashy trying to do something about this, but like I said, the breaking point stacking up Redemption. Going to get the Crucible, so he won't get stunned up at all. Flashy, he's not going to escape this. He's not left or long for this world much longer, as Redemption, with the Serpent's Mask, is actually healing up quite a bit, and he will be able to pick up the ace, and that will be the game. With 40 seconds left on 2 members of House of Batieros, we will have our first finalist Unknown as they move through. And House Batieros, well, they can be sad that they lost this game, but they can be happy that they've secured themselves the spot into the top 8 for June 14th finals. Just refreshing to see if the other game has finished with... What? Okay, so that's Team HC up against Collab in the other semifinal. Not sure exactly what the result of that one is just yet. But well done. Again, I don't feel like that was Redemption carrying on Adagio.
No, this time I totally agree. It's again, actually, a nice Catherine work, to be honest.
3, 3, and 8.
Yeah.
I mean, the Crucibles coming out were really spot on. Whoever was the one popping it during the AoE stun out of Flashy, he didn't get like one single stun off.
Yeah, and that's why what I mentioned. I mean, it's a good character, but his ultimate is just in team fights not really useful, because it's
you
getting
can counter his
so
entire
easy.
ultimate with one item.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do that with a lot of characters, but
it's
his
way
is a
easier
team-wide
because
AoE.
he's saying, okay, I'm sitting down now, I'm pushing my Verse of Judgment, and you know it's like 2, I don't really know how long the delay is, but you basically, as a player, you have the instinct and just push your Crucible or your Reflex block before, or Aegis, whatever, and yeah.
It's definitely too long. It's definitely too long at the moment. But that means they do pick up their victory. Did we actually have a result on the other game? Oh, no. Okay, I'll switch to us as we do hop out of that one. No, we don't have a result just yet.
Nope.
So we don't know who they'll be playing against. We'll be playing against the winner of Team HC and Collab. So in the meantime, unfortunately, we got to head to a break again. Not sure how long it's going to take, guys. Depends on how long the other game lasts. This one didn't last really too long, to be honest. Are they actually in game currently?
No. Fuji EU, who's playing on Collab, is in a party, but I can't see if he's like out of the party or waiting for us.
We'll update you guys in chat when we do have some information. So guys, we'll go to that quick little break. We'll go to a break. When we come back, we should be kicking off the finals. See you soon.